Peace and blessings. I hope you guys are doing well. All praises to the Most High and all praises to our man like King Yoshua Mashiach, for without him would we be. Today is just such a beautiful sunny day. I told myself that I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get out of the house today. I'm going to pack me a little, picnic bag. And I did that. Got me some healthy stuff, But I just kind of want to talk a little bit about what the hell is this? Sorry, y'all. It was something on my phone. I don't know what the heck that was, but I just kind of wanted to, because someone asked me. I remember one time what my diet plan was, and I didn't have enough time to kind of answer them. But it's just pretty simple. I'm telling you, less is more, as they say. I used to be a vegan. For 4 years, I was a vegan. And one thing is for certain is that it ain't nothing against vegans, If that's your thing, that's your thing. And that's the only thing I'll say is that if you can afford it, then do it. It is what it is. But I'm going to just tell you this, though. Just as a man, I know I need protein. And that's something that I've learned from that diet. And you don't have to have it every day. That's just something that I've noticed, because truthfully, my diet has always been pescatarian. It's always been pescatarian, vegetarian / vegan, because I do eat vegan things. Sometimes I don't eat cheese, and then sometimes I eat eggs, so I just kind of, I rotate when it comes to that diet, but mostly pescatarian is the diet that I stick to. If I do touch the beef, it'll probably be like once in a blue moon, probably like once out of the year, and that'll be it. I'll never mess with it again, but red meat, I'm just not doing. Of course, I'm not fucking with pork. I've never messed with that in like 8 years, so I'm not doing that at all. But one thing I will say about when I was vegan, I'll tell you this. My brain chemistry did change. I just got hella thin, because that's an expensive diet. I couldn't afford that diet. Like I said, if you can afford it, touche. If you can't, don't try to do it. I'm telling you, don't have these so-called spiritual gurus on YouTube making you think. Because here's the thing. You can eat meat. You just don't have to eat it every day. And if you do eat it, it doesn't have to be the main dish. You understand? You don't have to be huge portions. It can be a side dish. You know what I mean? And just make vegetables and herbs and fresh herbs and fruit be like the main course, and I snack a lot, throughout the day. So one meal for me is just enough. Sometimes I do overeat where I'll have 2 meals, but usually that doesn't happen because I'll have a huge meal. I'll have breakfast, and then, I'll probably have like lunch or dinner, and then that'll just be it for me that day. But I'll snack in between. So that's how I kind of manage my weight. But like I said, it's nothing special. I just have a pescatarian diet. I'm a pescatarian. Like, that is my diet, is pescatarian. I eat a lot of fish. Of course, I don't eat shellfish because I keep the dietary laws. That's about it. So for someone who asked me about that, hopefully that helps. My toothache, though, is gone. I told y'all I know the remedy. How all praise to the Most High. The remedies, man, I'm telling you. That clove, I'm telling you. Activated charcoal toothpaste, because that's all I use. Activated charcoal toothpaste with no fluoride in it. And I got the ground clove. Sprinkle some of that on your toothbrush with the toothpaste, and you brush. You can do that even if you don't have toothaches, but that'll stop you from getting cavities, and it'll stop you from getting tooth decay, gum disease, gingivitis, and stuff like that. So that's that. Something else that I did want to talk about, because I'm going to try to keep this as brief as possible. I know you guys, I'm long-winded, and I make like long videos, so forgive me. But I did want to say this. When I was in Seattle, Washington, the Most High had me up there, and I was doing a shut-in in my tent. Now, he showed me a lot of things. Look at this person. I can see them from afar watching me in the bleachers. You sit in the bleachers making it look like as if you actually doing something, but you're not. It is what it is. I ain't going to even go there, but I wish I can turn the camera around so I can put the camera on that bastard. But, you know, because it's a Thursday, so, and it's a school day, so ain't no kids up here. Unless you a baby. You know what I mean? You're not in school. You're a toddler. You know? But, yeah. The Most High showed me a lot of things. Primarily the thing that I can talk about that he did show me was, excuse me, y'all. I told you every time I get in front of a camera, they start doing weird shit. You know? But specifically what he showed me was, he showed me in, I'm going to try to explain this to my best ability, because I know exactly what it meant. He told me exactly what it was, you know, that he was showing me. But he literally was showing me how generations upon generations, and this is stuff that you guys don't know, but this is the main reason why judgment is sealed and judgment has ensued and is going to continue. It's because generations upon generations, and he showed me this in such a way, like that's why I said it's so hard for me to explain what I saw, but I know what I saw, if that makes any sense, because I understand it. But he showed me, like I said, generations upon generations of civilizations and how they were destroyed, like the Atlanteans, because people like to think, like with Plato, philosophers, you know, Socrates, all these different people, but Plato specifically, you know, they like to think that the Atlanteans is somehow an isolated civilization that existed before the flood or after the flood. I think they existed after the flood, or whatever the case may be. But the truth is that they love to try to fragment, you know, anthropological truths like that. You know, because the truth is that the Atlanteans existed during the time of the flood, when Noah was alive. And that's obvious, you know what I mean? Because it was giants then, you know, but it just goes to show you that, like I said, the Most High said, if generations upon generations, all you've had is civilizations, and then every generation likes to adopt the customs and the ancient teachings and practices of those civilizations at that time and superimpose it, thus creating these neological ways of doing things, superimposing it, you know, and then making it seem like as if they were the ones who originated it, this and that. But the truth is that it goes back to what I was saying about, you know, DNA and how cells are passed on from one to the next in every generation. So, you know, the saying, like I said, we are our ancestors. Look at the helicopter. We are our ancestors. You know, that's where that comes from. And that's the reason why they're obsessed with today trying to get you to open up your third eye, because it's information stored in your DNA. And of course, look, my eye, they're twitching, doing that stuff with my eye. I don't know if you guys can see it. My right eye, that's what they're doing, twitching. Go ahead and continue it, because that's what you guys are doing. So anyways, yeah. They want you to open up your third eye, like I said, because there's information stored in your cells. And like I said, the familiar spirits that our ancestors entertained, we live on today and have entertained those spirits, you know, and you have the generation today doing the same thing. So it's nothing new, right? We know that. But, you know, specifically in the visions that I was shown, you know, he just showed me how these civilizations were brought up, how he brought them up, you know. And that's what scripture says, that if there be a man that's in power, did I not put him there? You know, so he put these people into a position. They just didn't randomly come into position. Man didn't vote them into position. You know what I mean? He put them there. You understand? For a specific reason, just like he gave them specific gods to worship, to distinguish the nations for a reason. You understand? So as I'm seeing this stuff, he's showing me how he built them up, and then he showed me how he destroyed them over generations. And it was very intense. It was hard to really watch and see, you know, because it's just like when you're in the spirit and you're in a trance, if you see in the prophetic, it's so powerful. Like, I can't even explain it. Only people who deal with that knows what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to do it justice by trying to explain it. You would have to be a person who actually sees it, sees in the prophetic, knows what I'm talking about, who's been put into trances and stuff like that. So I'll just leave it at that. But he said that this is what they've always done. This is what they continue to do. History repeats itself. Nothing new under the sun, right? So what was done yesterday will be done today. And man incessantly continues to do the same things as their ancestors. You see? Because he said that wickedness shall abound. And that's exactly what has happened. And this is the reason why judgment shall ensue. You see? Because of all this sorcery that's going on. There's so much sorcery going on. So many abominable, detestable things that's going on. And then you guys want to get mad. And he said that they're going to curse the Most High. Yeah. Of course they're going to curse him. You know? But you can't curse him. You know what I mean? And then think that you can continue on in this lascivious ways. In these wicked ways. And not be judged for it. Like I said, we're all going to be judged by the ciphers in the books. In heaven. Right? We're going to be judged by those ciphers in heaven. And that's a fact. They're twitching my eye again, as you can see. Okay, I'm done. I just had to get on here and say that. Nothing too long, like I said. That's that. Nations upon nations, no. Esau, you know damn well your ass is getting destroyed. And that's the reason why y'all mad. I was walking to the train station, right, today. And like I said, I live in Watts, LA, okay? South Central LA. So I'm walking past this taco stand, and I see 3 Edomites sitting up there. And I know y'all not. Listen, I don't care about what nobody says, like, because I know all of y'all are not like this. So if I'm not talking to all of you. I'm talking to the ones specifically who are like this, who has this pathology, and they believe in these ideologies. These 3 people were just sitting up there, and they knew I was coming. You know, so, because I saw one of the guys, they motioned to the other guy like, oh, look, there he is, there he is. Because you guys want to try to treat us like as if we're artifacts at a museum. And, you know, this is sick because y'all, like I said, y'all have a pathology and a history for doing shit like that. You always want to try to keep or try to deify something that the Most High used. Thus, Jude. You go to Jude and you read what happened with Michael, the archangel, how he was arguing with Satan, you know what I mean, disputing with Satan over Moses' body, because, like, it's stuff like that. All y'all want to do is try to deify things that the Most High has sanctified. It's sick. And I'm glad that y'all being destroyed, because it's just the reality. I'm glad that you're going to be destroyed along with the sellout Cooney Coon people, because y'all are something else. That's all I know. Y'all are something else. And my thing is, like, they knew they were safe. But, you know, you'll have our people, they won't rob them because they know. But then they'll try to rob somebody like me. They own kind. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't have no sympathy for y'all. Y'all getting exactly what y'all deserve. Peace and blessings to my people scattered across the 4 corners of the earth, and to the stranger who has maligned themselves with Israel. Stay blessed, steadfast, and stay in the fight, please. Pray, fast when you can. If you can. You understand? And ask for direction to stay holy, to stay clean, and to stay narrow way. I'm out.